My name is Marilyn Devonish. What brought me here today was the wonderful Eva. She organises Spiced in Watford. This was an event for International Women's Day, so I was here to MC the event and give her some support.
I'm Ravi Martins. I'm a counsellor in Watford and the mental health champion for the town. I got involved with Eva and her Spiced in Watford project mainly because we were looking for a way to get people talking about mental health and well-being.
Spiced in Watford was founded here by me, Eva Viru. I was going through some difficult times, depression, and I had no one to talk to.
And what we discovered was getting around the table and asking people to talk about it just made them clamp up. They got too self-conscious. Eva then came up with the idea of getting them talking around a cooking pot, and hence Spiced in Watford.
And what we do here at West Park College with this particular event is that people are often coming together, having conversations over food. And I think food is one of those things that brings people together because we all need to eat. But it's just one where people relax, the conversation just flows, and so it's always wonderful to come together as a gathering, but particularly where food is involved as well.
I've been involved a little bit on the peripheral for about the last 3 years, and it's great to see you all coming in, having something to eat. It's all about looking after each other. It's mental health. Great to see these little groups working, and of course food is one of them things that brings everybody together.
Good morning everybody. I'm from Yalice Bay, which is a restaurant based in Watford, 104 Princess Avenue. We've come together today to make some chicken soup with Spiced in Watford for International Women's Day. We are aware of how important food is. I'm just going to add the pumpkins and carrots and potatoes to the soup. Worked in domestic violence for several years and do life coaching with formidable advice. We are aware how important food is for people's mental health. So our advice to you today is eat healthy. You know, if you're feeling down, maybe make a chicken soup, put some healthy salads and ingredients into that, carrots and things like that, potatoes, pumpkins, sweet potato, aubergines, anything really that can give you back some nutrients to your body when you're feeling down.
We had conversations about life, how's it going, what people are working on, their career aspirations. Some people are retired, so they're saying they're still busy, even though they're no longer working in the traditional sense. And oftentimes, not so much today, but the events that Eva has done in the past here, where people are actually coming together and cooking, they're actually talking about mental health. They're talking about the challenges that they're having. They're supporting each other. They're offering, signposting and suggestions and just being there in a space for support. So the conversations are always wide and varied.
One of the pleasures of my job is that I get to go out into the community and go to loads and loads of different events, and you never quite know what you're going to get when you arrive. And I must say, listening to the panel, it is an event that will stick with me for a long time. I think the panel have been wonderful. And I really think that as a town, it is an important issue, and very keen to work with you to think about what more can we do to support people that have been affected. When you talk about the ages of the girls, I've got 2 daughters, one who's aged 9, one who's aged 15. And to think that children that age are going through that trauma, I'm really keen to work with you and with Rhoda and others to address it.
International Women's Day is a day that women come together to celebrate who we are.
Being able to partake in International Women's Day is very, very important. Celebrating women, celebrating, in the past, our voices have not been heard, or let's say, we didn't have rights, but now we're able to celebrate things like this. I believe it's quite amazing and it's good. And as we continue, we get to empower the girl child, which is fantastic, so yes.
I believe women are the fabric in the community.
And I'm very grateful to be at Spiced with Watford. I was actually here in Spiced with Watford in 2024. I believe that Watford has been the first place that has opened up my path to becoming Miss Africa. I remember sitting here and speaking about my platform, and women empowerment is exactly what this is about.
It was actually a powerhouse gathering. We didn't get to hear from everyone, but every single woman in that room has a wonderful, interesting story. They're part of the fabric of Watford, and it was just so lovely to bring us all together, with of course a sprinkling of men as well. We had the mayor here.
I think that Watford is fortunate to have many powerful women that are playing a big part in our town. International Women's Day for me is about an opportunity to celebrate them, to recognise the contribution they're making, and to think about how do we lift everyone up and make sure that everyone can fulfil their potential.
But today was very inspirational, eye-opening, particularly the stories that the women told about their experiences on issues as wide-ranging as FGM.
Today we are out here celebrating a woman. The event is actually organized by a woman who is looking after our mental well-being through food.
During the event, I was able to just speak about my project, helping the girl child, children who have been taken through sexual gender-based violence between the ages of 14 to 18 years old, and raising with their kids, which is amazing, being supported by Eva.
So important for women and girls to know that they can have a voice. We just had Miss Africa here for the second year running. And yes, I need everyone, whatever you're going through, we are all here together to make it work and empower ourselves.
Andy Wakeford is a legend in the town. This college base has been what's allowed us to start the thing called Spiced in Watford. Andy and his team have been absolutely generous, not with just the space, but with the time and support they've given us.
Things are not easy every day, and we just try to help a little bit to make your lives a little bit better, and also have some nice food, as Harry said. And you know, I'm going to miss people like Ava and Natalie. Harry has been a great support to me in my role.
And one of the things I would say is that support is so important. So events like this where women are coming together, they're connecting, they're sharing details. I've put somebody, my sister's a judge and a coroner, and there was a lawyer here, and my sister is doing a lot to help female lawyers, so I put them two in touch. So they've just, you know, connected on LinkedIn. Those connections are priceless, and sometimes you will not make those connections if you didn't happen to be here in this space. So to women, I would say, continue to do the beautiful work that you do. Ask for support, be willing to receive the support, because sometimes it can feel as though we just have to keep soldiering on our own. And I think, you know, we have something here called WACA, Watford African Caribbean Association, and it's about together we thrive. So I would say to women, continue to work together, continue to support each other, because that's really where those magical synergies come together.